Raheem Sterling has been around long enough that at the end of the season, he was 15th in all-time appearances among all active players in the Premier League with 320. The point is, at still just 27, Sterling is still in the prime of his career. Sterling's also about to enter the final year of his contract at Manchester City, and after 6 years at the Etihad, he just might be ready for a new challenge. Hey guys, it's Let's Talk Football here, and today we look at Raheem Sterling's potential move to Chelsea. When Sterling broke onto the scene at Liverpool, Chelsea certainly took an interest, and perhaps were even in the final running for a signature, though Chelsea's 40 million was not quite good enough to compete with City's 50 million in 2015. Now Chelsea are supposedly monitoring him once again, though this time the competition is Real Madrid. At least that's a story from The Guardian and Fabrizio Romano, though it sounds mostly like Sterling's just throwing some feelers out there and seeing who bites and what his options may be. He apparently represents himself, which is a bold choice in today's environment. Sterling, who has found regular game time hard to come by, did not start in the final 2 games of the season or in either leg of the Champions League semi-final defeat by Real Madrid. He wants to play regular football but may be forced to do so elsewhere. While Chelsea may be a destination for the winger, Spanish giants Real Madrid are understood to have stepped up their interest. Despite there not being any formal contact between the two parties, Sterling previously admitted he would love to play abroad to see how he meets that challenge. But Chelsea have recently turned their attention to the former Liverpool player as they look to reinforce their attack this summer with Romelu Lukaku, Timo Werner, Christian Pulisic and Hakeem Ziyech futures uncertain as they continue to be linked with moves away from Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's summer spending is not clear yet, however, after American billionaire Todd Boehly recently completed the 4.25 billion club takeover, and with a number of players coming to the end of their contracts including Antonio Rudiger, who has signed for Real Madrid, Andreas Christensen, Cesar Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva, the Chelsea boss is certain to reinforce the squad as they are set to compete in the Champions League for a 4th consecutive season next year. Even if Sterling chooses to stay at the Etihad, he will face strong competition next year to get into the team as a regular starter, which some say would minimize his chances of making Gareth Southgate's World Cup squad list this winter for the World Cup. But I don't think that's the case, as Raheem seems to be the main man in the England team under Southgate. Etihad Chiefs will still demand 60 million to sanction a sale despite his contract status. City's acquisitions of Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez could limit his opportunities further next season. These signings have reportedly prompted teammate Gabriel Jesus to explore a switch elsewhere. If it did come down to a choice between Chelsea and Real Madrid, Blue supporters could not blame him for picking Madrid. They are currently European champions and probably have a good chance of retaining that title in the 2022-23 season, looking at their squad and manager. Last year, Chelsea of course showed that they can never be written off, but there are a lot of unknowns with them right now following their takeover. Considering just how good City and Liverpool are, it is also getting hard to imagine Tuchel's side competing for the title. So other than the chance to stay in England and move back to London, you cannot see why the former Liverpool man would pick Chelsea over Real Madrid. Don't get me wrong, I think he'd relish going back to a London club for his lifestyle, but then it's hard to turn down the likes of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. With Madrid, you're going to be going deep into all competitions. I guess it's all about what Raheem wants. If he feels like he's not getting enough game time, then he's gotta leave. But I think only he will know that. Manchester City, Chelsea, or Real Madrid wouldn't do Raheem Sterling any harm for playing in the World Cup. But let us know what you guys think. Do you see Raheem Sterling leaving Manchester City this summer? Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.